Yo, yo.
Yo, yo. How
Hey,
you
we are
doing?
here. Good. First pod of 2024. Hey, whoever's watching, joining in through the live, we're just getting started. The NBA Live podcast, usually on Mondays, but New Year's, we want to take it off. We just got to schedule, et cetera, et cetera. So we're doing it on Tuesday. Just a reminder um, the Ball Central podcast, live every Monday, except for this week and last week, and NFL pod uploaded every Friday, and the occasional twice a month WWE pod with me and Elijah. It is your boys, myself and John. You can find all the podcasting stuff where podcasting is on every platform and YouTube for our visual pods and our gaming, Ball Central Gaming. So, first off, hey, it's 2024. Happy New Year to you, John.
Happy New Year.
We have a lot to talk about NBA wise, but first off, how was your New Year's? How'd you end the year and how'd you start the year?
It was good. I ended the year at a party and started the year with a party at friends down the shore. We had two designated drivers. Shout out to Emily and Brian for hell of a time. So
Safety first.
yeah. But it was an open bar, so it was a nice way to end the new year. Yeah. I'm excited for some of the trips I have planned into the new year with a lot of good friends coming up. And yeah, overall it was a great time. It kind of an unexpected show, Phil. Though we're doing it on a Tuesday. We're doing a live stream on a Tuesday. Have Didn't really utilize the Tuesdays in 2023, but in 2024, it's a new year. It's something different. I went to the gym today, so I'm feeling a little bit tired. But overall, I mean, we're starting 24 up right. You know what I mean? A little step every day. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. For me, did a
Yeah, Phil.
family and friends thing to end 2023 and to start
Okay.
2024. Um, Also did a lot of uh, a lot of just reflecting on last year and try to envision for next year. Exactly. I mean, for the pod as well.
Mm-hmm.
Probably some goals for this year. Probably more interaction. Like we
Sure.
do our best to upload consistently, but the one thing we're missing, you guys. We
Sure.
want to see your feedback, your interaction. How you feel about certain things? How you feel about us? You guys' feedback helps us make Ball Central better. So, okay, New Year's goal: get more feedback from the viewers, etc., etc.
Gotcha. All right. I like that. I like that.
Yeah. Any goals for the pod, John, from you for this year?
I wanna be a little bit more consistent in 2024. I think I like what we started with these early podcasts in the beginning of the week live stream, but I don't know. I'm excited to go into the playoffs. You know what I mean? That's a great way to start the year, and I'm excited for the last game of the season. We're all reactions are gonna be on the podcast, so it's gonna be fun. But yeah, I mean, well, how about you, Phil? What are you looking forward to in 2024?
Like I said, to talk with you guys more. NFL
Okay.
season is almost wrapping up. We're on the last week of the regular season.
Mm-hmm.
Playoffs are coming, so a lot of reaction from us for that. And NBA season is in full gear. All Star Weekend is coming close. Trade deadline is coming close as well, and we usually do our charity event for All Star Weekend. So I'm excited to see how that goes. I don't know how we're gonna do it, like a fatal four way or with teams, but I'm excited to see how that goes as well.
I'm pretty sure me and
And
Elijah mopped you last year. So
yeah, it was 2v1. Congrats.
yeah. I'm
Eh,
just saying. Well, no, I think you had a Keem.
yeah, I did.
Yeah, you had a Keem. Yeah, back in the day. Yeah,
So,
but
honestly, if you guys want to run it back, me and TJ versus Yatu.
okay, all right. You
Yeah,
don't want to mess
you
up
guys,
our dream team,
you
dog. We
guys.
just were in the finals for fantasy football. I'm just saying,
Yeah.
like,
I mean, I
we
can't.
got a lot of teamwork going
You
on
guys
this
have
side of
to
the
defend
pod.
your championship,
That's
your
a
All
fact.
Star Weekend championship. So yeah,
I
so
mean, yeah,
we'll do that.
we're pretty
TJ, if
damn
you're
good.
watching, me and you. So, other than that, we go live more, especially for NFL, and like John mentioned before, some NBA, NFL games go live for it as well,
Mm-hmm.
and WNBA in the spring/summer,
Mm-hmm.
possibly as well, and MLB games as well. So go live more with the guys, react and watch the games together.
I definitely want to do a trade deadline podcast because we just saw a huge Knicks trade that I mean, I haven't even reacted to yet, so I'm pretty excited about it. But
So,
I mean, how do you want to start this pod off, Phil? Where are
I
we
mean,
going from there?
you're wearing the next gear.
All
You
right,
mentioned it already. Let's
word.
get so. As of right now, the official trade, the one that has a lot of people talking, the Knicks traded away fan favorites R.J. Barrett and Emmanuel quickly, and I believe a second rounder for Raptors OG Anunoby, Precious Achua, and point guard Malachi Flynn. So, obviously, we have a group chat with the podcast in it. I sent the link, all the details. A lot of us had a lot of different reactions.
I liked it.
What was your reaction?
I liked it. My first reaction was okay.
Okay.
Are we giving up first round picks? Like, are there multiple picks? And is it more than just OG Anunoby? Like, are we getting Pascal Siakam? He was also rumored. There were other people also rumored from the Raptors, but no. But for OG, I like the trade. I like
it. If you guys would give him a first, I would have yelled at you guys so much.
Yeah. A second was just enough. But no, I like the switch up between RJ Barrett and OG Anunoby. I mean, I know Emmanuel Quickley is leaving, and he's 20 off the bench easy every single night. And we're gonna really miss him. Like, as Knicks fans, we're really gonna miss him. But I'm excited to see what OG Anunoby brings to this team and how he switches it up. You know what I mean? I think he's a piece that I don't think the Knicks are done. Hopefully, I think we hope to see one more trade. I'm excited to see what this other point guard that they're bringing in does off the bench now that Quickly's gone. There's a lot of space for a lot of people to work, and I want to see how these rotations go so far, because I mean, we're kind of killing our depth. Phil? Like, what do you think about this trade? Like, I enjoy it, but hopefully there's more to come. Do you know what I'm saying?
I mean, I feel like there could have been more. You guys could have got a lot better package with RJ Barrett, IQ, who was a sixth man of the year candidate as well.
Yeah, IQ, losing him was. I mean, if you look at like OG versus RJ, you're gonna say OG over RJ.
Yeah, OG's a better shooting RJ.
Yeah. But I mean, you have to give up quickly to get OG over RJ. You know what I mean? They're not gonna do it straight up. I mean, if it was just a one and RJ for OG, you know what I mean?
OG is better than RJ, so you had to throw in someone else to add to try to put that value a little bit over RJ.
Yeah. So I mean, I get it, but what do you think about it?
I mean, it doesn't do much for the Knicks for me, but if this means, if we get rid of the RJ's big contract, I mean, that's also a plus. All that money, and plus you mentioned Quickly is going to leave. So, I mean, hey, you got rid of Quickly. I just felt like we could have got a better package, but if this means, hey, this is putting us in a move to get a bigger fish, then I'm okay with it. Because, like I said, like I sent you in the chat, Karl-Anthony Towns, possibility. I know how much you love your New Jersey guys.
What did I say, Phil? I'm just saying, like, the Knicks aren't going to get it done. But, like, I'm saying, I'm just saying, like, remember when I put that posted in our post-its?
Yeah,
that was one of them. It was like Karl-Anthony Towns going to get traded, and then
did someone say? Someone said RJ wins most improved player. I think Javi said that.
That was not me.
Out the window now.
Yeah,
that was Javi.
I mean,
someone said RJ Barrett get traded. I'm trying to find out where it is. Go ahead, continue.
No, but like what I'm saying is like I think I had Cat gets traded, and everyone was like, everyone was like, Minnesota's doing so good. There's no way they're going to trade Cat. You know what I mean? And to hear that like trade rumor thing come out, like it felt good because like they will move Cat if the package is big enough. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And by not trading a first round pick, that is good news to me for the Knicks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Plus, I feel like with OG Anunoby, he's going to be a decent. If he stays, because that's the big problem. If he leaves, y'all are screwed. You guys lost the trade.
But it's New York. He's going to see how he likes it. You know what I mean?
That's why I said if. If he stays, he could be a good rotation piece. Just because I personally like OG Anunoby, just because he's one of my favorite player in the NBA is a 3-and-D guy. Someone who plays defense and shoot threes, and OG Anunoby does both of those at a well rate. Honestly, for me, my opinion, better than RJ Barrett. So, plus he shoots like 5% better from three, and he's touted as one of the best, like top 10, top 15 defensive wings in the league. So,
and if he gets hot in the playoffs, bro, we can play with Boston now. No offense, Phil. We got somebody who can guard Jason Tatum. All right, and we got Quentin Grimes who can guard Jaylen Brown. And we're excited to play you now. You know what I mean? I'm just saying. I'm just like
17 points in his debut, and he got fouled out. I mean,
I'm kind of annoyed he got fouled out, but
I mean, the 17 points is nice. He shot well.
he came out.
Jalen Brunson got his career high in assists, I believe, as well.
And
So
and didn't Randall have a decent game too?
he had 38. He had more than a decent game. 39.
So I mean,
sorry.
I'm just saying.
And he beat the number one seed in the West and one of the best defenses in the West as well.
Yeah. No offense.
And it's Karl Anthony Towns.
Why can't we trade Karl Anthony Towns and a Randall in a package? Why can't it be like 3-1? Why can't it be 2 1s and Randall
and Grimes?
And Grimes. But we'd need somebody else. Who else would we have?
I'm pretty sure those 2 first picks would be decent. But also, I'm glad we mentioned Karl Anthony Towns because in the trade involving the Knicks, because Gilbert Arenas said on his podcast, wherever it is, I don't know how you feel about this, John, but he said, word for word, the Knicks have trouble getting talent. They should get a superstar like, hear me out, Jalen Green or Anthony Edwards.
Wait, so, okay. All right. Well, yeah, I mean, I would love a superstar like that. I mean, or some type of that. I mean, I don't know.
And Edwards, yes. Jalen Green, yeah, absolutely not.
Okay, yeah. Well, it's like hot and cold. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. I mean, like I get what he was trying to say. Like, they need someone big enough for his shoes. Except Jalen Green right now is struggling. You know what I mean?
And Jalen Brunson's having a better season than Jalen Green.
Yeah, of course he has. I mean, Brunson's played a lot better, and I think this trade with OG is going to show he's a lot better player. You know what I mean? And he finally has a sidekick. You know what I mean? If Randall gets cold, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, I agree with what Gilbert's saying, but why did Jalen Green come off? That's just random. You could have said 1,000 different players, but Jalen Green, he's not even the best player on the Rockets.
Yeah, I don't know how to. Yeah.
I mean, because I know you wanted to talk to me about last week's pod, the one I did solo.
Oh yeah.
We might as well bring it up since we're here, right?
No. I'm just saying, like current events have happened, and yeah, we can bring it up. I mean, I'm just saying, did you not say that Brunson was like a 2?
Yes.
Okay. Well,
he should be the Knicks 2.
Why can't he be their 1? What's wrong with that?
Well, for me. And you could check all the past winners and all the past championships, the last 10 to 15 years or so.
Okay.
Or even farther. You're not winning a championship if you don't have a top 15 player in the league.
Okay.
Look, if you look at the last 5 champions, the Nuggets, Jokic, the Warriors, Curry, the Bucks, Giannis, the Lakers, LeBron, the Warriors with KD and stuff, and others. The Heat, LeBron and Wade and Bosh. The Spurs, and I just don't think that Brunson could be a good piece to win into a championship, but I think he at most he's the number 2.
Sure. I mean, yeah, of course he's Kyrie till we need a LeBron, of course. But like the thing that like you're forgetting to see is that he is our Kyrie. Do you know what I mean? Like he is someone who can do that. Like I mean, yeah, he's a okay good number 1 when there's a better number 2. Like he's a great number 2. He's a phenomenal number 2. He would shine at number 2. You know what I mean? But right now he is our 1, and there's nothing wrong with that. When you put up 50 points, or you can get your team involved enough where like Randall has 38. You know what I mean? Like that's pretty damn good. You know what I mean? Like
I'm not saying it's not. I'm not saying it's bad, but
I'm just saying like. When the playoffs come around, I want to see what happens. I want to see the guy who is the most entertaining, the guy who gives the most effort, and that's Jalen Brunson. And I can't wait to see. I mean, he's going to prove to some people that he's the number 1, bro. I just want to let you know that he really is.
In the Heat series last year, we were watching the game ourselves. He was injured. He was fighting. He was struggling. He was scrapping to try to carry the Knicks. Injured as well. So I'm not going to let that fact go because he was playing hurt. Obviously, he was 100% during that series. But I felt like if he had and Edwards, a lot of pressure would be off him so he can score. Like if they should score like 25, 30, both of them.
But that's what OG is supposed to be now. He's supposed to be the guy who can hit some threes and create like a 15, 17-point bump, and then helping, Randall and him do something. I don't mean
if he can give you like 15 points plus, maybe the occasional 20 here and there, he'd be a good piece. But I just think that they need that.
Can he lock up that? I mean, they do need somebody else. Of course, they need somebody else. But I mean, they really need a center because Mitchell Robinson's done for the year. Am I right? So it's just like, it's just like they need a crucial position every single time they step on the court, low key. You know what I mean? But Jalen Brunson's there and he's doing the best that he can,
Yeah,
and
he's getting some.
that team is winning. I don't know, maybe not, but
Because outside of Hartenstein,
I know. Yeah, Hardenstein is that dude's a nail. You know what I mean?
I like him.
Yeah, I like him too.
So yeah, but obviously there's more NBA season left. The trade deadline is not even here yet. There's plenty of time, plenty of chances for the Knicks to make a trade. Who knows? It could be Cat. It could be someone else. We'll find out down the road. And when it happens, we'll definitely be there to react to it.
You know what's interesting? I mean, I don't know if you think I would regret it or not, but the Kristaps Porzingis trade to Dallas. You know what I mean? Like, did you see how it came out? How he asked for a trade, but he kind of immediately regretted it because he was traded right away.
Yeah, I saw that.
And I was just like, I was kind of hurting for him too, because I was like, damn, like, I mean, your choice and stuff, but I mean, the Knicks must not have been easy to deal with too, but like, damn, you know what I mean? Like, you got traded right away. Like, I don't know.
And we also got some other stuff to talk about as well. Ja Morant, he is back. The Grizzlies went, I think, 4-1 or 4-0. They were undefeated ever since he came back. I think he sat one game, but they've been looking like a lot of a better team. But of course, when he comes back, the media always has to say something negative about Ja Morant, and they've shown a lot of hypocrisy with Ja Morant recently. With the whole, so just to give context, I think it was versus the Pelicans, which they were in New Orleans. Ja Morant made a layup, did an LSU celebration involving, flaring, or like a gun celebration, as you can call it a gun celebration.
I guess that was like the end of it, but I mean, it is what it is, yeah.
So everyone was on Ja Morant's head top, talking about how this was inappropriate, even though we've seen this 1,000 times. LSU plays college football. Every time they score a touchdown, they do it, but no one complains. But when Ja Morant does it, due to his history, they complain about it, which is bullshit. And especially Chandler Parsons. I don't know how. Plus, I don't know how you have a right to critique or comment on this because
I saw that
NBA career.
I think the only thing that's saving Chandler Parsons right now is that clip of that lady. No. That clip of that lady going, I don't think Lamar Jackson's quarterbacking enough. You know what I mean? Like there hasn't been a more viral clip
talk
than
about
that one.
Yeah, we're definitely.
I know at football, yes, but yes. But
I absolutely agree. Yeah.
But like this is something that I think is gonna come back to haunt Chandler Parsons. Like later on and like with different takes. I don't know. You got to watch what you say sometimes.
And I know how John feels about Barstool Sports as well. They commented. They reposted the video of John doing celebration. They're like, "Oh, Ja Morant firing imaginary bullets into like this certain section of the arena." But then when Texas quarterback Quinn Ewers, that's his name, correct? I believe.
Yep, Quinn Ewers.
He does it. Oh, he's having fun.
Yeah. So it's just like
consistency, right?
Yeah.
If you're gonna knock Ja for doing that, you have to knock Quinn Ewers for doing that as well. But we know why. So how do you feel about these inconsistencies by the sports media?
I don't think it's anything new. I think look at what's going on with Aaron Rodgers sometimes. Like remember when he during COVID said he was I can't remember the exact name he said, but somebody asked him if he was vaccinated and he said he was something. And the media like didn't realize it for like 6 months and then jumped all over him. You know what I mean? So like, or what happens with Kyrie from time to time? You know what I mean? Right. Sometimes it's Kyrie's fault with the COVID thing. It kind of was, but I mean, some things like he's fighting for social justice. So it's just, I don't know. It's a give and take.
Right.
And I think in a sense, it's doing what it's almost been predicted of. He's not going to get paid, but he's going through all this controversy, and it's going to hurt his bank regardless. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So, yeah, for all the sports medias out there, whether it's big, like, whatever. I think is it Chandler Parsons part of the FanDuel? I don't know for sure, but whatever.
Yeah, I don't know.
Was it FanDuel? So yeah, whatever media he was part of, do better. Just because it's easy to critique someone when they've done something in the past, but you have to be consistent with it. If you're going to critique Ja, critique Quinn Ewers, critique the LSU players. The LSU players have been doing this all year, and we haven't heard a peep.
Sure.
And even LeBron has a gun celebration, and no one comments on that.
Well, yeah.
The loaded thing. Come on.
No, yeah, but there's also like there's discretion as well. Like who's the player on the Lakers AR-15? You know what I mean?
Austin Reeves. Yeah.
Austin Reeves, yeah, he swayed away from the culture in a sense, and I think that's at the end of the day what you got to do. Like, get the nonsense out of there. Clearly, it was a celebration. It was a Louisiana celebration that was done in Louisiana. You know what I mean? So like, I think context is key here. You know what I mean? And I think that's the context that I would bring up. And I mean, we brought up right now. So
Yeah. Also, we'll talk about the quarterbacky bullshit on Thursday.
bro.
That woman. And even
No,
better,
but it's not even that. It's like I listen to women in sports all the time talk about like uh like Mia Grimes. I can't remember her name, but she's on
ESPN?
yeah, she's on ESPN.
I
She's
think
on
Mina
First Take.
Kimes.
Yeah, Mia Kimes. Yeah.
Yeah.
I listen to her. I listen to a bunch of other people, but like some of them give like really in-depth sports viewing talk. You know what I
And
mean?
then what the
And some
quarterbacky girl said was bullshit.
yeah, and that's the thing. Like you're
said it
just
when the jacket
making up
sport.
a topic. And like Phil, I don't mean to get too much into sports or football here, but like the thing that's like really aggravating with it is like Lamar Jackson was a free agent last offseason. You know what I mean? Anybody could have matched his contract. Anybody in the world. And this guy is an MVP type candidate, right? And nobody did it. You know what I mean? And then we have people out there that says, "Oh, he's not quarterbacky enough."
No.
Like
And
bro, it's not a word,
what did he do
bro.
against Miami?
Threw touchdowns.
5
I mean,
TDs, 300 yards. I think no turnovers. I believe.
It's crazy. Yeah,
But,
and I mean, like, it's I don't know. It was a bad take.
What's
you know
up
what
with the sports media lately? This quarterbacky bullshit and Ja Morant celebrations not inconsistent, crazy. But hey, it is what it is. It's just nice to see Ja Morant back, and he's doing what he has to do to win games. He has been hooping lately, diming. He's been scoring buckets, whatever he can to help his team win. So shout out, Mr. Ja Morant. Let's see. Also, the 2023 year has ended recently, and the Detroit Pistons, they got a win before the year ended. All it took was some help from the Knicks. Because as soon as the OG trade happened, OG was out for the game. Precious Achiuwa and Malachi Flynn. All it took was a depleted Raptors team for the Pistons to beat. So,
and Jay Ivey put up some points. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Plus, I think they might start another losing streak. Not gonna lie to you, because the night after they got blown up by the Rockets.
It's Monty Williams, bro. It's Jaden Ivey should have so much more time than he's having, and it's honestly ridiculous he's not being played right now.
They give Alec Burks. I know he's a former Knick and all, but Alec Burks, old ass, 20+ minutes.
I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it, and it's just like
I just don't. It's weird. Yes, they have injuries, but at the same time, why is Alec Burks playing 20+ minutes?
I don't know. I really
you should
don't.
be playing Jaden Ivey more. You should be playing. Well, Isaiah Stewart's out for a while due to an injury, but he should be playing more. A lot of people should be playing more, and I don't know why you guys traded for James Wiseman.
And if so, play him or trade him again. I don't understand. Like,
but yeah, the coaching has been rough this year as well. And the trade. What I know the report last. I think we talked about a couple weeks ago, John. You could have got Boyan out of there for a first or 2 first-round picks. Why didn't you do that?
Why didn't you do that? I honestly can't tell you as of right now either. Yeah, especially if you're gonna go on this losing streak. You know what I'm saying?
Boyan's not gonna help you. You're not gonna win a championship anytime soon. Get as many assets as you can and build towards the future.
But yeah. They can't draft anyways. They can't draft anyway. They drafted Jalen Ivey and did not use him. Like, they're not using him.
Thompson has been a good this year.
I guess when he gets his minutes.
Yeah, his minutes have been fluctuating as well. So
I don't know.
Yeah, they've got a good picks the last 2 years with Ivy and Thompson.
And they have Cabe.
They have not had to use them. And Cabe, but like you said, the coaching, the minutes, just been crazy. So, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see another 27-28 losing game win streak with the way the Pistons are playing. And shout out to all the people in Detroit that got free Wingstop.
Yeah.
I know as soon as the buzzers hit 0.00, all the Wingstop workers were like bracing themselves because who knew how many people were ready to get Wingstop? Those 5 wings as soon as the
Hell
Pistons
yeah!
lost.
You know how many advertisements I saw all that loss streak? Oh my god,
28 straight games without Wingstop.
crazy.
Free. Now you got free Wingstop, so congrats, enjoy the Wingstop Detroit. But that future's not looking too bright for y'all. That's what. Who knows? I don't know what needs to change, but maybe the coaching. But at the same time,
Yes, the coaching.
you
Sorry.
guys have to get your heads out your asses.
They also need to make a couple more trades before the end of the year too. I
Trade
could see them.
Boyan for a pick or two.
I could
Please.
see them moving some people. Yeah, that's what they should do. But
Trade
whatever.
Boyan to contender because he's not. No, you're not going to win in here. Also, we're gonna do a little small activity, not the main two activities we have down the road. Since it's New Year's, we're gonna go through the NBA and give each team one New Year's resolution. So we're gonna go down the list, and I'm gonna name a team, and then we're gonna give them one resolution. It could be, like you said, trade players, fix the coaching, or it could be to a certain player, whatever you want, John.
Okay, sure.
So we're gonna go from the worst.
I might
to the
pass
best.
on some. I might
Oh
pass
yeah,
on some.
that's
All
fine.
right. All right, cool.
So we're gonna go from the bottom to the top.
So the Pistons.
Yep, Detroit Pistons.
Okay. Fire your head coach. Okay. What about you? Anything? You have anything? Sorry about that.
Honestly, it might be the best option. That and
I'm sorry, Monty Williams. I think you're a good coach overall. I just don't
it's not working.
understand. I don't understand what's going on. I don't. I mean,
if
that's
they're
a lot of
trying to tank,
losses.
if they're trying to tank, it's working.
They're doing the best tank job in the world, but I don't think Monty Williams is trying to tank. That's the only
Right.
reason. I'm just saying.
Trade for assets for you. Like like I said earlier, Boyan, you could have got him for 2 first-round picks. I don't know who's willing to give Boyan 2 first-round picks, but get as assets as you can for the future, whether it's draft capital or young players. Get ready for the future. That's basically it. Next one, San Antonio Spurs. I know, John, you had your take for them earlier in the year. Not looking so hot at 5-27.
Keep building around Wemby. I don't see them looking to him enough. I don't. It's him versus Chet in the Rookie of the Year contest. And right now, Chet's running away with it. So it's just like, if Chet's running away with it, everyone in San Antonio should be on high alert. Like, just in case they get traded or something. I mean, I don't know what's going on, but why can't they find this kid? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. For me, trust Coach Pop.
Okay.
He's one of the best for a reason.
Good one.
I think at the end of the day, he's going to do what's best for Wemby and for the team. I don't know how long he's going to be there. He just had a contract extension, so hey, just trust him, trust the process. As some might say, but it didn't work out for the Sixers, so yikes. Next one up.
You said that.
Washington Wizards at 6-26. Oh.
Move. I don't know.
Move.
Move to Seattle.
Go to Seattle.
Please move to Seattle. Sorry. I enjoy DC, but I do hear the rumors of them moving into Virginia. I don't know if you hear those rumors, Phil, but I don't know. I don't know what to say for the Wizards. Kyle Kuzma, keep going. Keep doing your thing. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
They might trade Kuzma.
Okay, yeah. I mean, do your thing until you get traded for what? A first-round pick or something? I don't know what you're going to do.
Apparently, he's worth multiple firsts.
Wow. Okay. Good for Kuz. Okay. Yeah. Keep it up.
For me, Jordan Poole, get it together.
Yeah. Good talk.
They traded away Chris Paul, which, rightfully so, just because Chris Paul is not going to help the Wizards regardless. But
I don't know.
You were traded to Washington to be their cornerstone. As of right now, it has not been looking like it. There's probably a good amount of baddies in Washington. Not gonna lie to you, but you have not been playing like they are any in the crowd. So, where was the Jordan Poole that won the Warriors championship against the Celtics? Where's the Jordan Poole from that year? They needed that Jordan Poole. They're not getting that Jordan Poole right now. So.
You mean the third option Jordan Poole instead of the
confident
first option?
The confident Jordan Poole. I feel like ever since Draymond sucker punched him, all the confidence was taken out from him. It looks like
there was no confidence to begin with. He was playing on a team with Curry and Clay. What do you want me to say? Like, he's not doing well because he's like
he doesn't have Curry and Clay to bail him out.
That's what I'm saying. But I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah. Up next, Charlotte Hornets, 7-24.
I mean, get Melo some help. I don't know. Trade. I don't know. What are you going to say to this team? Go ahead. I'm gonna let you go first.
Get healthy.
Okay, there's
Melo
that.
has been injured the last 2-3 years. Other players have been hurt. Terry Rozier. This team cannot get out of the way. They're like the San Francisco 49ers with injury bugs the last two
Sure.
years. Melo's been hurt twice the last 2 years. Terry Rozier is injured now. Brandon Miller has been in and out of the lineup due to injuries as well. This team has potential, but it's also a lot of character choices that kind of meddle and disrupt the play of the Hornets. And
Ever
plus,
since Elijah jumped shipped, I'm telling you. Ever since
this
he
is
went to Dallas, they've been out. They've been out of it. They need someone to believe in him like Elijah does, bro. Find you an Elijah. That's what I would say.
Right.
Jeez.
Next up,
You don't have no fans.
Portland Trailblazers.
Mm.
For me, Scoot, take your time. Because basically he said a couple weeks ago that the rookie of the year race isn't over yet; it's just beginning. He thinks he can slide into that race, but I mean, technically he's not wrong. I mean, it's only like the first like 30, 40 games of the season. There's still plenty of season left, and he has been improving ever since his rough start. So for me, for New Year's resolution for him, just be patient. No one's going to be LeBron in 1 week. No one's going to be Kobe in 1 week or Jordan, etc., etc. No
You're
one
saying it's okay if he's a late bloomer.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
No, you're not going to be an All-Star MVP and NBA Finals champ all in 1 year.
Sure.
Your first year. Not a lot of people have done that as a number one pick. So just take your time.
But also, I mean, like, he needs a big game. If he's saying that, he needs a big game. Like, he needs to show up and like put up some numbers. You know what I'm saying?
That's true. What you got for the Blazers?
Yeah, I would say develop Scoot. I don't know. You have nothing else to play for this year, so if you're not going to make a trade, which you should probably make a trade for assets, just develop Scoot. That's what I would say.
Yeah.
Give him as many opportunities as he thinks to win that award, because let him push towards that, even if he doesn't win it.
Next up, Memphis Grizzlies at 10-22.
Ja is back. That's what I would say. Ja beat Ja, baby. That's what I would say. Ja beat Ja. They're going to hate on you, boy. But guess what? You're going to come back and you're going to light the NBA on fire. All right? You're going to make everyone afraid to play Memphis. All right? That's what you're going to do, Ja. I'm just saying. Ja.
I agree. Let Ja cook. Let Ja cook. Let Ja Wick go off.
It's about to get spicy up in here.
Yep.
We're about to get the seasoning. I'm gonna tell you.
Ooh. They're 10-22, but with Ja back, they've been playing a lot better. They could probably sneak into that play-in tournament. Spot.
They're scary.
So it's possible. They're not far behind. So yeah, let Ja be him. They have a little bit of a better roster. Marcus Smart has joined the ranks to add some defense. So we'll see how that goes. Next up, Toronto Raptors at 13-20. For me, give up. It's over. OG's gone. It's time to send Pascal next. Listen, rebuild around Scotty. He's your future. You're not going to compete with anyone in the East with this current roster. You're 13-20 now. You're about a good amount of games away from first place. I don't think the team's going to be competitive for a while, so you might as well get it over with. Rebuild around Scotty and start right now. I mean, you already got rid of Van Vliet. OG's gone, and I think from the did you know Pascal Siakam's the only member left from the championship roster?
I know that. Okay, I know that. But let me say something that you're going to disagree with right now. Flash in the pan. Okay. You play Pascal till the wheels come off, okay? You RJ coming home, baby. Let's go to downtown. They have to sign quickly, all right? Everybody leaves Canada, all right? The Knicks, how smart are they? I don't mean to be like that, but how smart are they for trade their one asset that's not going to resign with them to Canada, so he's got to come back to the United States and making the Knicks an option. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just saying it was a good move. You know what I mean? So, like, what I have to say for Toronto is put the gas pedal down and start winning some games. Otherwise, you're not going to resign nobody. You know what I mean? So, like, I would trade Pascal Siakam. But, I mean, that's just me.
Right. I mean,
do you think RJ has, like, a better – you think when he goes home, he has, like, a more home feeling? Like hopefully he improves his career.
There's a lot of people that's been disrespecting him. Here's a chance to prove they hit it wrong.
Yeah.
Play at home. And ball out. That's all you can do.
I will say I will miss RJ and I will miss quickly. So it's sad.
Bright side, we know no one's going to be there to shoot the game winner versus Boston now. So
We got OG. That's why we got OG4. You know what I mean?
I do like
Or we
OG.
got Brunson. You know what I mean?
Next up, Atlanta Hawks sitting at 13 and 19. Trade DeJounte. And also maybe find a replacement for Clint Capella. Because I think it's the current regime ever since that Eastern Conference Finals run versus I believe the Bucks a while ago. It hasn't been the same team. You thought adding DeJounte Murray would help things, but it's basically you guys been like staying not. You guys been going like stuck in neutral. So at this point, I think you got to switch it up. You got to switch it up. It hasn't been working. Clint Capella, yes, he's given you great defense, great rebounding, but on the offensive side, he doesn't give you much to offer. So I think you have to shake things up if you want Trae Young to stay and help the Hawks be competitive. Something has to change.
And I will say this: I think Trae Young needs another piece. You know what I mean? Like he needs to play with somebody else. You know what I mean? Like I agree with you. We're probably trading DeAndre or Capella or somebody. You know what I mean? They need to switch this up to a point where the Hawks can get out of the gate and start spoiling some people. You know what I mean?
Oh, Ja Morant to the locker room. Oh shit,
Oh, I
leg
do not
injury.
like to see that. I do not
But
like to see that.
yeah, I agree with you, John. The Hawks need to change things up.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know how they're gonna do it, but they need to trade for somebody. You know what I mean?
Their forwards need to improve. They need to get a better big man who could. For me, I like a big who is helpful on both ends. Not only can score on offense, but also help you out on defense. And Capella's only good on defense,
Yeah.
unless it's a lob threat on offense. So people will know how many you'll throw a lob at. That's the only way he can score.
Yeah.
Up next, Utah Jazz. My same sentiment for the Jazz is with the Raptors. Get rid of everybody. You made a mistake trading for Lauri Markkanen. You made a mistake getting John Collins, first of all. I don't know why they signed John Collins. And he's been like benched a healthy scratch because of that. But rebuild. You have Keontae George, you have Walker Kessler. You have a good some good young players. And I think you might trade Jordan Clarkson too, but who knows? But you have some decent young players you can build around in the future. But you're not going to be competitive. They were a little hot last year to begin, and then they eventually came down to earth. But yeah, I just don't think they're going to be competitive at all with this trade. They traded Gobert and Donovan Mitchell a couple of years ago, and I just think they could commit to rebuilding. Yeah, like Laurie, yes, he could be nice, but I just think that you can get valuable assets from to even make your team even better for the future. So
I agree. Also, it's sad because I have a bet on Ja 20. He is 11. So
I mean, it's not up for the game.
If he comes back, let me know. You know what I'm saying?
Will,
If he comes back, let me know.
Yeah.
All right.
Up next, Chicago Bulls. Same sentiment for the Jazz and Pistons.
Trade everybody, bro. Get some assets.
Listen, Levine, DeMar, and Vooch. You've been depending on Lonzo Ball to come back for I don't know how long now.
It's sad at this point.
He's not coming. I mean, he's coming back in January, but I think it's a little too late. This big three we thought was going to be nice because the DeMar DeRozan, Zach LaVine, and Vooch they're not bad players. They're very good. They're good assets on their own, but we've seen this Chicago Bulls team underperform year in and year out, and I think it's time.
Sure.
Whether it's the coach, whether it's the coaching staff, whether it's the players around the team, I think it's time to pack it up. This experiment of the big three of LaVine, DeMar, and LaVine's been out for a while right now. He's injured, so he's been out for a while, and Vooch has to go.
DeMar is struggling too, even when he is playing.
Yep, and DeMar is the one that shows up in the regular season, not the playoffs. So this is supposed to be his time. So yeah. Pack it up. Pack it up.
Who would you trade him to?
Vooch. Shit,
is DeMar DeRozan the one the Knicks need to go after? Is that the last piece? Is that could he come in and be an option?
I feel like you guys need someone that can shoot threes as well, and DeMar DeRozan's not that.
Yeah, he is not that. He's
the Lakers, Zach LaVine. The Knicks, maybe Zach LaVine as well. I feel like Zach LaVine would be a nice, decent piece to replace, to be that shooting guard. So Brunson, LaVine, OG. I don't know if Randall will be a power forward, but then Mitchell Robinson. I think Zach LaVine would be a nice complimentary touch.
Randall is somewhere in there. You got to put Randall in there this year.
I don't know if he'll be gone by then, so it all depends. But yeah, Bulls, time to blow it up. You agree?
Yeah, but they're not going to blow it up for anything other than multiple ones. They need a lot to blow
Yeah,
that up.
I mean they're still good players, so they
I
could get
know.
it.
They're still going to keep some though. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? They're going to keep their decent players.
Next, TJ's team, our intern, the Brooklyn Nets. I know how much John loves the Brooklyn Nets on the
I
pods.
love the Brooklyn Nets. They're so
So,
fun.
what would your New Year's resolution be for them?
Move to Seattle. I'm just what I'm what is it bad these are bad recommendations, I understand, but yeah, I don't know. Find a
Beautiful
real
answer.
number one because whatever this is with Dinwiddie and I mean I don't know. I don't they need something different. They need to switch it up. They need a trade. Maybe they don't. I don't know, but this team kind of just also kind of seems to neutral. You know what I mean? Like I should be afraid of the Nets. You know what I mean? And right now I'm not.
Right.
So
Um,
I think that's what they need to switch up. But
for me, they need better playmaking. I agree
sure,
with you with Dinwiddie. He can't be the main playmaker or Mikal
sure.
Bridges. They
Mikal Bridges,
need
yeah.
someone that can facilitate the ball. It was Ben Simmons, but I don't think Ben Simmons is the answer officially.
Isn't he out kind of with injury
He's
or
been out
what's?
for a while, yeah.
Yeah. So it's just
Um,
like
you need someone to facilitate. This group has a decent chance of doing some things. Mikal Bridges, Cam Johnson, Nick Claxton, who I really like, and others, but they need someone to facilitate and truly be the playmaker on the team. And I don't think Spencer Dinwiddie is the answer.
yeah.
Get better playmaking. Let's see what's next. Next one is the Golden State Warriors. Ooh. John,
Didn't
let's
they
go
just
first.
beat Boston?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, Phil, what do you want to say to the Golden State Warriors? Is there anything you want to start this off with, or
Swan song.
you think
It's
this is
time.
their
It's
last
time.
dance?
It's their last dance officially. Because Clay's gonna be a free agent after this year. I don't know how long Draymond has left, but
Does Clay stay or does Clay leave
Clay has to
for the
go.
Lakers?
I think Clay has to go. He's no longer that number two guy. Yes, he's had some great games, but he also had some terrible games where he had under 10 points. He shot like
Sure,
20% from three.
sure,
You had your run when you were the sidekick, the number two to Steph Curry, but those days were long gone. Those injuries really took a toll on
you said
Clay.
long gone. Oh
Yes,
no. I
yes.
mean,
Um, I'm not saying Clay shouldn't be in the NBA. He should be, but I see him more as a Kyle Korver now, JJ Redick.
sure,
You're he's going to be a consistent 3 point shooting threat that you could have on your team, but he won't be
sure,
like the go to guy or like a
sure.
top two guy, maybe like a three or four.
He'll be a spark. He won't be the
Yeah,
ignition
right.
anymore. Where
I agree.
he used to put up like 20 and a quarter, and you'd be like,
And
oh my god.
yeah, so like it might be time to start over. I mean, we don't know how long Steph has. As soon as Steph's contract is up, the Golden State Warriors go back to being irrelevant before Steph. Because
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see what happens. Oh, you're comparing this so much to football. You're like, once Steph is gone, you never know. You never
exactly
know.
who's there? Who's going to be there after Steph?
I mean, we thought no one would be there after LeBron, and now they have Mitchell and Twin Towers and Mobley and what do you call it? Jared Allen. And I'm just saying there are
But who the
players
Warriors
that
going
come
to get
later. What?
there? Who's the Warriors going to
I
get?
don't know. They're gonna
Kaminga?
get somebody. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. They're gonna come in and get somebody else to play, and they're gonna barely compete. And then one day they'll get a young kid who comes out of nowhere, and then that's your new star of your franchise. I don't know. You know what
I
I
don't
mean?
know, but I feel like Draymond, it's over. I believe. I mean, because this man has been a menace. He's been a
Is he not
liability.
playing anymore?
He's
Like
suspended
what's
still.
yeah, he's still suspended.
He's
So
he's
is he going to
at
therapy
therapy.
or
Yeah, he's
oh
at
he's at
therapy right now.
therapy? Okay, cool.
Like two or
Good for
three
him.
weeks. So
Jesus.
yeah. So next up, the Los Angeles Lakers. Honestly, it's not over yet, but I'm saying you guys need to make some trades.
They gotta get together.
They're too inclined on how the team does with AD and LeBron, but they don't have anyone that can try to do something outside of them. They're
Sure.
too dependent on them. That's why you need a Zach LaVine. You need a Dejounte Murray. You need
Sure.
someone that can get their own shot that doesn't have that has to rely on being facilitated by LeBron or AD. Because whenever one of those two set out or out or like not playing on the floor, they
Uh,
struggle. So
sure.
in defense, their defense has been lackluster. What you got, John?
On the Lakers, I think they got to switch it up a little bit, but I also think come playoff time it's going to be interesting to see what happens with LeBron because this is his last year technically in LA. Unless a lot of people are talking about how the Lakers are going to draft Bronny with 25. I'm like, if he lasts to 25, you know what I mean? Like, I think Bronny could be a top 10 pick, and if not, he falls into the lottery. I don't think he falls out of the lottery. So, I mean, I don't know. I think LeBron. I think as long as he stays healthy and Anthony Davis stays healthy, that these Lakers they shouldn't be messed with. You know what I mean? They shouldn't. They can win an individual game. Can they win a series? It's yet to be seen. You know what I mean? So
up next, someone I'm pretty high on, the Houston Rockets. I just have what 3 words, three simple words. Play through Sengun. Simple. I believe he's your best player. He is the person. He is Baby Jokic, as a lot of people call him. He is going to be your franchise guy. He is going to be the person that can lead you to the promised land.
Are you sure? I'm just saying. I think they do have a baby Jokic, but hear me out. I think they also got a baby Draymond Green.
And who?
I said it. No. Brooks. I think Brooks is the baby Draymond Green. I think he's the baby Draymond Green. I think he passes. I think he shoots threes. I think
Dylan Brooks I don't
know.
Dylan Brooks has been having a good season this year. I'll give him that.
Yep.
And plus, this is the team that originally drafted him, so always good to do that. Yeah. I mean, the problem with the Rockets is they don't have a set game plan. They just go with whoever has the hot hand. Like, hey, we're gonna pass. We're gonna make sure everyone gets the ball instead of having a flow through offense go through one player like most NBA teams do.
Sure. You would just go through Sengun. Yeah,
Sengun can score. Sengun can rebound. Sengun can somewhat defend, and Sengun can most importantly pass the ball. Let the offense flow through him. Make him make the plays.
You would run it like a San Antonio team, like a Denver team, like a big in front facilitating in a sense. You know what I mean?
Exactly like the Nuggets.
Yeah.
Fred VanVleet is your Jamal Murray, and Sengun is your Jokic.
Okay.
Jalen Green can be. You have 2 players that can fill that Jamal Murray role. Jalen Green and Fred VanVleet.
Sure.
So let him play through Sengun, please. Also, Udoka's doing a good job too. I miss you.
He is doing a good job, and I mean, I think that's going to be the real painful, bitter end. If I'm just saying, Phil, with the Celtics, like, I don't know.
Next up, Cleveland Cavaliers. Might be time to trade somebody. If you want Dimitri to stay, I think you have to trade Mobley or Jared Allen. In today's NBA, you need a big that can do almost all-around efforts, shoot, defend, and stuff like that. We know Mobley and Jared Allen can defend and rebound, but how can they score? Can they score in all? Can they be like a 3-level scorer? Can they shoot 3? Can they shoot from mid-range? Can they score down below? We know they can score down below, but the mid-range and Ja Morant's back, by the way, John.
Nice.
We haven't seen them be consistent from mid-range or to 3. I feel like you need a shooting big to help Cleveland there, just because we know if they start off from the top of the key, we can just ease back and wait for them to drive to the paint.
Mm-hmm.
There's no threat outside at all. So, and we saw that against the Knicks. We saw the Knicks bully them in the paint because they know what was coming and they lost. So you need someone that can stretch the floor, and I think Mobley or Allen needs to be that expense so you can get that floor shooting from a big.
Sure.
So that's tough. Okay, so just to speed things along, we're doing one-word association, and then because we need to get to the games. Phoenix Suns. First,
stay healthy. Stay healthy. That's what
I agree. Just because
stay healthy.
Beal in them, he injured again, so this team has potential. But
wait, would you say yours is injury bug? I'd say stay healthy.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay.
Next one. Yeah, because the Suns have potential, but with the depth, and if one of the stars is injured, they don't have much depth to fall on. So that could be a reason why they get knocked out the playoffs early. New York Knicks.
Solve the puzzle.
You said trust the process. Basically, trust the process.
No, I said solve the puzzle. It's definitely different from.
It's kind of the same thing.
No, it is different from than what Philly says. First off, solve the puzzle is you have all the pieces, all right? Just plug it in. You know what I'm saying? Versus
Yeah.
trust the process, please. That's
Yeah,
waiting. That's waiting. What do you got?
but having
What
the
do you got for
process
the Knicks?
having the process be complete and having the puzzle be complete is kind of the same thing.
No, it's yeah, it is. If you win it, you have to win. You have to win in a sense.
Solving a puzzle is a process. No,
Okay, all right, yeah, it is a
technically.
process. Okay, but I'm saying solve the puzzle. Go ahead.
Get talent.
You know what? What we beat you with no talent. Go ahead. I
That's
said
fine.
it. I
That's
said it.
fine.
I said it.
And we know who had a better season.
Okay, and we know we got OG now. We got the OG. You know what I'm
I
saying,
mean,
dog? Let's go.
that's a good first step, but you need more steps.
I
Uh,
hear that.
Dallas Mavericks. Elijah's
Luca
team.
Cook. Luca Cook. That's what I gotta say to him.
Uh,
Luca Cook.
I'm gonna say shooting and defense. Oh no, sorry, bigs and defense. I think they need a trade for a big to help out Lively because as soon as Lively's on the court, I believe that they're weak in the big man department, and he can't play all 48, 60 minutes. So I don't know whether it's Jacopoto or someone else, but they need big depth and they need forward depth as well. I feel like they need more consistency from their forward group. So that's mine. You said Luca Cook?
Luca Cook. That's what I said. Because guess what? They ain't getting you none of that, Luca. All right? All the ingredients you need to make that perfect dinner, they ain't getting you it. So you cook on your own, all right?
Nice.
Cook on
Okay.
your own.
Next up, Indiana Pacers. Let Hallie cook. We said let Luca cook. Let this man cook.
Sure.
Listen, also get him some help. Just because Miles Turner is there, yes, that's good. But I feel like they need a little bit more. Neesmith is a dog. Who else?
Obi Toppin's good.
Aaron Neesmith is a dog. Obi Toppin's good. Benedict Mathurin is also good, but I feel like they need a reliant second scorer because I feel like Miles Turner can be back and forth to score.
They need a spark.
Yes. Next up, New Orleans Pelicans. Zion.
Zion, stick to the diet.
Oh,
is that wrong?
No, just because this team is so deep with the starters and bench. You have McCollum, veteran point guard / shooting guard. You have Zion. You have Brandon Ingram. You have Jonas Valanciunas. You have I believe a very deep starting five.
Sure.
But nothing has been shown for it in the West.
Sure.
So they need to figure out how to win in the West. Next one, Miami Heat.
I don't know. They need something. They need a spark too.
I feel like they need. I'm not gonna say help for Jimmy, but I feel like they need a point. They need playmaking as well. They need a playmaking. They need a point guard because I feel like Kyle Lowry, from his age, he isn't the Kyle Lowry from the Raptors.
Well, they need depth. That's what you're saying. They need depth.
Yeah, because I feel like they don't have. They play a lot of ISO ball. They don't have the playmaker. I don't think Kyle Lowry is the guy for playmaking.
Sure.
Next up, Orlando Magic.
Keep fighting. Keep fight. I mean, I like how young they are. I like that organization. I like what's going on. Yeah, I'd say keep fighting.
I agree. This team didn't have any expectations going into the season. Paulo Banchero has been hooping. Franz Wagner, Wendell Carter Jr., Cole Anthony, and Jalen Suggs. Most importantly, they all have been hooping. I mean, just keep going. Keep playing like you have no expectations. This team is playing fun basketball right now, and they're just playing like there's no weight on their shoulders.
And if they keep winning, I mean, they're just going to elevate their team. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, because they need playoff experience.
Yeah.
And
this could be a play-in team.
That's probably the one weakness for the Magic. Like they need that experience in the playoffs because I feel like they haven't gotten much of it.
Yeah. They could be a play-in team.
Absolutely.
They come in at 10. Yeah.
Probably 9 or 8.
Okay, sure.
Or 7. I feel they could definitely get 7, 8, or 9.
Okay.
Up next we have the Clippers. Oh, sorry, the Kings. My bad.
Okay. Light the beam. Yeah, like the beam.
Yeah. I
You got
feel
to
like
win games. I don't know.
I feel like they need a consistent third option because sometimes it's Malik Monk, sometimes it's Kevin Herter, sometimes it's Keegan Murray.
Well, it used to
Maybe,
be Halliburton,
yeah.
but then they
Well,
traded him
they traded
away.
the wrong point guard. No, I'm kidding. Um, I
They
feel like
kind
they
of
need a
did.
consistent third option. I think Keegan might be that guy, but he still needs to develop. But the West is tough. You have the
Sure,
Warriors, you have the Lakers, you have the Suns, and that's all in your division.
sure.
So I think they also defense. I think outside that starting lineup, they don't have much depth either. So probably depth and then you find the third scoring options consistently. So
Sure.
Clippers, LA.
Trust the pro. I mean, that really is their motto. So trust the process. I mean,
Um,
it's like a reverse Doc Rivers,
right. Hmm.
but they need to just trust each other. I mean, they said wait on
That's true.
them, they'll win their games, and that we've waited on them, and they've kind of won their games. So I mean, good for them, and if they can keep it up, I mean, this could be a playoff team that does something. You know what I mean? That shocks some people. You know what I mean?
Right. For me, sort of like trust the process, but just trust each other.
Yeah,
You have a great starting five. Zubac, you got Harden, you got Man, you got Kawhi, you got PG. This is a good starting five. You just need to trust each other. Plain and simple. Just because the one thing that's been nagging the Clippers the whole time, ever since PG and Kawhi got together, was injuries.
sure.
Kawhi has played the most games he's played in a while,
Yeah.
and he's going to play some of the best basketball he has in a while.
Well, Andy has depth, Andy has time on the floor with his teammates. You know what I
Right,
mean? So like he has chemistry too. So it's just like,
right.
could this team do something? Like really do something this year?
This game could be scary come playoff time.
Yeah.
Next up, Denver Nuggets.
Stay the course. I mean, they're still looking to repeat, right? I mean,
Yep,
that's what the goal is. So
I agree. They're not doing anything wrong. Maybe I think they're still missing that Bruce Bowen, that not Bruce Bowen, that Bruce Brown type of player, that
sure,
Swiss Army knife. But
sure.
other than that, Jokic has been dominant. He's slowed down the last couple games, but he's still Nikola Jokic. Jamal Murray, Aaron Gordon, MPJ has all been showing up. So yeah, just keep doing what you're doing.
I would say
Um,
get him more involved come playoff time. I don't want to see him at his
who?
peak Jokic.
Oh yeah,
You know what I mean? Like
you
right
know
before
who for it.
playoff time. No, but right before playoff time, like sometimes they struggle in the first round, and that's the round he gets thrown out of. Like not last year, but the last 2 years, he got thrown out of the first round because I don't know, maybe he got stalled or I don't. There's frustration, and I mean it could have been just been the refs being soft, but I mean I don't know.
Right. Next up, Philadelphia 76ers.
Uh, you got to win
Honestly,
some games, bro. It comes down to this. It comes down to you and Boston. It comes down to. I mean, it could. I'm just saying. Joel Embiid is that guy. How long is he going to be that guy for? You got to put your foot down. You got to
also
put
how
your head
long is he
down.
going to stay? That's a question.
Yeah,
And
I mean,
Embiid contract coming up soon, and who
this might be
knows?
his last year, right?
Yeah, it
He
could
might
be
force out before the end of his contract.
right. And is Tyrese Maxey that guy that helped Joel Embiid say, hey, this team is already good. I don't think I should leave. This team is still a contender even without James Harden. It's up to Tyrese Maxey to convince Joel Embiid to stay. Because
I mean, he's doing a really great job of being the number two. You know what I mean?
absolutely,
But
because
like,
if he doesn't ball out, if Tyrese Maxey like let's say he falls off after the All Star break,
sure.
it's just Embiid. He
Well,
is
no, other people
gone.
have to step
Tobias
up.
as
Like
well.
Harris
Yes.
has to, yeah,
Yeah.
has to step up. I mean, there's a bunch of people that are on this team that can step up. You know what I mean? But like, it can't just be Joel Embiid. And that's I
Right.
think if that's your point, you're 100% right there.
Right. Next one, Oklahoma City Thunder.
I
Hey,
mean, let Chet. I mean, between Chet and Shy, I mean, they're gonna get an award. You know what I mean? What award is it gonna be? Is it gonna be MVP? Is it gonna be Rookie of the Year? You know what I mean? Both in contention.
yeah. Keep doing what you're doing. Um, we haven't been this excited for a Thunder team ever since the OKC Big Three.
Yeah.
Westbrook, Harden, KD. You have your sort of your big three. You have Chet, you have Shy, and I guess that three can be J Dub, Giddy, or Lou Dort. But you have a very talented team and you still have a lot of picks.
You know what, Phil? I'm gonna push that. I think they haven't been excited since KD left
Yeah,
because those other Thunder teams, even though they had ended up trading Harden to Houston at a point, you know what I mean? Like they were
Westbrook,
still
PG.
just
Yeah,
dominant. You know what I mean through that whole time period. So like I this is exciting. You know what I mean? This is we really haven't seen it since KD left.
Yeah, like let Chet, let SGA let them cook because they've been nothing short of phenomenal this year, especially SGA.
I
They're
don't
going
know,
up.
especially Chet. I mean, the fact that Chet is beating Wemby in the rookie talks, and it's like,
But most
no,
importantly,
I'll take Chet, and like people will be like, oh,
I
okay,
mean, most importantly, his points per game has been phenomenal as well. So
sure.
shout out,
Well, appreciate you, Chet. Yeah,
appreciate you,
yeah,
Chet.
yeah.
Next up, the
Oh,
last three teams: Milwaukee Bucks. I got one word. It's very simple.
go ahead.
Very simple. Defense.
I was gonna say do better, but okay.
That too. Um, they have been struggling ever since on defense ever since they got Dame. Yes, you have a better offensive player than Drew Holiday, but the defense has been struggling. We saw the Bucks take like a 20 something 25 point lead. I did personally against the Indianapolis Pacers.
Okay.
That was gone in a minute, and the Pacers won by 10. And this happened a lot. They had close games against the Knicks. They had close games against other teams where they have good leads, and then they just blow it away due to defense.
And
I
you gotta win these games because like otherwise you're not scary. You're I'm not if I'm Boston. Why am I worried about Milwaukee? Like what are the Bucks like? What is so scary about the Bucks? They let up huge leads. Like
I mean,
that's ooh, you know what I mean? Like I don't know. That's
we
like a Sunday. You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
if you get a matchup versus a matchup, like I don't know. But
Also, we know we should be scared of Giannis and Dame on offense.
yeah,
We're scared of Giannis on defense. 7 foot, 250 plus pounds.
dude is
But
always in the defensive year man of the year category. Like
yes,
it's insane how we're not afraid of them. You know what I mean?
but Damian Lillard, we're not scared of you on defense.
He needs to do better like that. You know what I mean? Like he needs to patch up his defense
Like
because if he could do that, they can be a scary team. You know what I
you have
mean?
Brook Lopez, you have Bobby Portis, you have players
There's
that can
no reason. There's no
defense.
reason they should be.
I think also Damian Lillard has been a little bit underwhelming this year for the Bucks on both
I
sides of the
don't
court,
know. I
not
don't
just
know.
offense and defense.
It's got to be hard for him too because he's lived in Portland his whole life. You
Right,
know what
he's
I mean?
adjusting, but
Like, and he's adjusting to Milwaukee,
at the same
Wisconsin.
time, you're here to win a championship. You didn't make
Sure,
this move to try to do the thing we did in the Portland. You are on an actual title contenders team,
sure,
and I don't know what Giannis bullshit was saying that this is his team, Dame's team. This is your team. You're the one that helped this team win a championship. He's here
sure,
to help you, not you're here to help him,
sure.
and vice versa.
Well, also Chris Middleton's got to step up. Like,
No, Chris
I
Middleton,
mean,
I think, is having a good season.
he is having a decent season, but he's on a minute restriction.
I think he's been. Hold on, let me check.
I think they took him off, but I mean, what I'm saying is like
He's averaging 14, 4, and 4, and
yeah,
37.
I need that to be 18 something, and you know, I need him to be a real third option. No offense, I don't mean to be like that,
He's
but
shooting 38% from the field, from
if his
three.
if his
50%
defense was better, you know, this team would be better. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
probably like 15 isn't. I feel like 18 range is decent. I agree with that.
Sure, sure.
The
And
last two. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
no, you're right. I'm just saying it's just Milwaukee should be playing better than they are, and like that needs to be said. So does
Yeah.
same with Boston. Boston needs to deliver this year. That needs to be said. You know what I mean? Like there's no like East
We're
Conference.
skipping
Like,
teams now. Goddamn.
no, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Like what I'm saying is like Miami Heat. What are you doing after this year? I don't even think they're a team that can beat the Knicks. You know what I mean? Like, and the Knicks ain't doing nothing.
Who
So
knows
like,
how
it's
long
just
Jimmy will stay? How long Jimmy has left in the tank?
exactly. So what I'm saying is like, and that's just because they didn't reload after last year. You know what I mean? You didn't re-sign those guys you had like 1 year deals for. So it's just like, I don't know. It's a big mess, and we'll have to see what happens. What team do you want to do next? I'm sorry I skipped to Boston.
Minnesota Timberwolves, the last two, the best team in the West according to record.
Keep improving.
I think say trade.
No, I mean, do what you need to do. I'm not a fan of the Minnesota Timberwolves, but I will say, you got to keep it interesting, and you can't let up that lead. All right, I don't know about you, but like, if you think trading Cat's the right option, do that. But if you let up that lead, no one's gonna let you like off the hook for that. They need to be a playoff team. You know what I mean?
I have 2 words.
Go ahead.
Season. Anthony Edwards. This is your team right now. You're the 1A. You're the alpha. You're the reason why this team is going so well. Also, shout out Naz Reid, potential 6th man of the year candidate.
Sure.
He has been hooping with threes. and everywhere. He's been providing valuable minutes off the bench, something not to read. But at the end of the day, Ant Edwards, you have been going off this year. We saw glimpses and previews of it last year, but it's your season to show out. It's your
And their
season.
defense has been good too.
Right, they're top 5 easily.
Yeah. So
Ant Edwards, this is your season to say, I am this guy, I am him, and this is what you're getting from me year in year out from now on. It's time to show the world who you are.
because if Minnesota makes a run, I mean, think about it. They're probably the biggest, like, tallest team because they got Ant and they got Cat.
And Gobert and Cat are actually meshing.
Yeah. They're doing what that people have wanted 2 big centers to do for years. Like, remember when Weber got traded? Like, it's just 2 big centers most of the time don't really work out. Like,
this is what the Cavs should be doing.
Yeah, I mean Tim and Robinson, you know what I mean, got it together. They won a chip, but I mean it's not the first year. You know what I mean? It took the second year. You know what I mean?
Rudy Gobert is always in Defensive Player of the Year conversations every single year.
Well, until he gets burned on the 3 at the end of the year. I don't mean to be like that. What?
Yeah, because we thought there's usually a clip that floats around of him getting burnt. I mean, he is probably one of the elite defenders in the NBA paint wise. Yeah. So, hey,
or anything not 3-point line. You know what I mean?
Right.
If he's just not
going. Perimeter defense not there. Paint defense, one of the best, arguably the best.
Oh, yeah.
Last one. Boston. John, what we got?
Expectations. I'm sorry, but expectations are set. And you got to meet them. And it's if you don't meet them, I'm sorry, but there might be a move. There might have to be a move. I don't mean to. Something might have to give. I don't know. You know what I mean?
No, I agree with that. I think I'm actually going to use the same word, expectations, because we know this team. Worst case scenario, they're going to be in the Eastern Conference Finals. Regardless.
They're damn good.
They're not good. The problem is, what will it take for them to get over that hump and get a championship?
Sure.
We've seen this with plenty of teams where they've always made deep playoff runs, but they never have that last little nudge to put them over the edge. Does Boston have that this year with your Porzingis, a reliable big, and Drew Holiday?
Does somebody show up? Does Jason Tatum finally take this team?
Jason Tatum has to show up. Jaylen Brown has to show up because Jaylen Brown, you got paid this much money. Like John said to me 1,000 times, you can't get paid this much money and not show up in the playoffs where you're needed the most.
Well, I like Jaylen Brown. I do think he shows up. I think you're right. Yeah.
You're the highest paid player in the NBA for now until Tatum gets paid this season.
Sure.
But like I said, they're the best 2 players on the team. You have the depth you wanted. But they can get better depth. I think they need better bench depth because outside the first 6, I believe it's very shaky. But they also need big depth as well because I think they need someone like Dwight Howard on the bench.
And they need someone not like Al Horford.
Trade for Andre Drummond. You need Andre Drummond. Trade for Andre
Drummond. They need somebody big who can hold the paint down.
Yep, paints, rebounds, shot deflections. They don't need to be a shooter. Just someone that could be a paint protector. I think Andre Drummond would be the perfect candidate.
You think Al Horford doesn't want to go out in the paint anymore? You think he's only on the perimeter? I know he does because there's no one else there.
Joel Embiid's scared of Al Horford.
No, he's not. I don't know about that. But that's interesting.
Yeah, but in depth. But like I said, for the Celtics, because I was told I don't criticize them enough on the pod.
I mean, no offense, Bill. Here's
some criticisms for you.
Okay.
Jason Tatum, late game execution needs to be better. Because I've seen through a lot of the games since I watched a lot of them, either you defer or like go to the corner and let someone else make the play. Listen, I don't care what you do, Jason Tatum, as long as you make a play. If it's making the right pass, fine. If that's scoring the bucket, even better. But don't be the guy that stands in the corner during crunch time and let Jaylen Brown, Drew Holiday make a play. Because you're the best player on this team. You have to play like it. And you have to, at the end of the day, and at crunch time, you have to make the right plays, whether it's passing, whether it's scoring. You can't.
Do you think he has to want the ball, or he has to want?
He has to be more aggressive in the ball. Like Wally said this a while ago on the pod when he was on.
Sure.
He needs to have that dog in him. Whether he's like, fuck it, I'm the best player on this team. Give me the ball. I'm shooting or making the right play every single time we go down the floor on offense.
And I think he's done that. I think, and I've me and Wally, we've talked about Jason Tatum for a minute now, and I've criticized him, and Wally's said as showed me he's getting better. You know what I mean? And it's been a give and take. You know what I mean? But it's interesting. It's going to be interesting to see what happens. But yeah, Boston Celtics, good job. That was a good word association.
Yeah. So we're gonna do two quick things and then we're out of here.
Okay.
So, I might make that as a TikTok. Who knows? Because apparently the highest amount you can upload on TikTok is 10 minutes potential.
Wow.
Because most of our game videos be less than 10 minutes. So we might get some. We might do that.
Maybe.
I did one for our the tower game.
Uh-huh.
I might throw some edits on the next one and see how it goes. But hey, potential new content for TikTok this year for us. We're trying new
Maybe.
things
Yeah,
for
we'll
us.
try new things. Some new things.
Right. Hey, if it works, it works. So like I said, also I think I like us going live. Also, StreamYard has IG Live apparently, so maybe we do a watch party for some of the games, or since the draft is coming up, February or whatever the draft is, April.
Maybe I sometimes watch the draft alone. I wing it. I wing
John
it.
waiting for the Giants to draft
Oh
draft
yeah,
London.
I'll be like, God dang.
No, trust me. If the Patriots without Belichick drafts a line snapper from Rutgers in the first round, I'm gonna lose it.
They might, bro.
Don't say that.
They might.
They're gonna draft Kyle Duggar in the first round, like they did, but they didn't need Kyle Duggar. So let me set this up real quick.
No, but I do think the Patriots. Do you think the
Let me know when you
Patriots
see
are going
it,
to draft their
John.
quarterback?
It depends where they fall in the draft. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, I hear that.
It all depends
Do
where they
you
fall in the
think?
draft.
Do you think they win this week or no?
I hope not.
I think they win this week.
So,
Okay.
oh, I really hope not. So I'm
Hey
start the
Phil,
video.
is Derek White gonna have?
Hey, we're gonna start. And
you think Derek White's gonna have 4 assists tonight?
I hope so. I bet Porzingis 2 threes, and he got that in the first quarter. So.
Oh, did he? Congratulations.
I thought that was a lot. Right? Yeah. Also 20 points. He has 22 right now. So check. Hey, we're doing a quick grid on the channel. Also on the TikTok, if you're watching, comment down below what was your grouping for this grid. So on the top, we're gonna do Nuggets, Suns, and drafted after the 30th pick, or I think it could be so basically second round players, and or undrafted. I hope. And on the left, the Heat, 1,000 made field goals in their career and 10 plus NBA seasons. So, John, where would you like to start? I'll let you go first. Or would you like me to get things going?
You can get things going.
Whatever you prefer.
You can get
Let's
things
go
going.
Heat, Caleb Martin. I believe Caleb Martin was a second round draft
He was
pick.
the Nugget. Oh, it was second round draft pick. Nice.
I lied. Maybe Kyle Lowry. Because I think. But not Kyle Lowry. Who was drafted after the 30th? Oh, it was Yami Jaquez? Well, let me see. Oh, wait, hold on. Go back. Cooperhead. Hopefully this is right. That's weird. Okay. Let's go, Jamie. No, that wasn't either.
Oh, I got one.
Battier? No. Well,
I got one. Hey,
uh,
Phil, I think you're lagging, bro. Phil is lagging. I'm gonna text him right now.
me. Oh damn! Hold on.
Hey, you're back. You were lagging. I got one though.
Hold on.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah. Hold on. Okay. So, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
So I'm guessing we're having technical difficulties with the hoop squid thing.
We were. Yeah. Do you want to go back to that or no?
Probably not, because I think something messed up. So I don't know why. So, We're gonna scrap that. I'll probably just record a version of it myself or something. But John, would you like to introduce the idea you had?
Okay, so right now we're going to talk about top 10 NBA centers of all time. So, Phil, right now we're just going to go out and talk about it. If you want to name a couple, uh, we could talk about it on who you put in your top 10. But I kind of have a list. Uh, I don't I don't know if it's 100% right or where you would put everyone on that list, but we can go. We can just start naming some random people.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Um, honestly, do you want to go? Do you want to go 10-1? I think we should go 10-1.
Sure.
Shit. Honestly, probably let's go George Mikan, former Laker. Yes, it's one of the old age era ones, but I feel like he was. When you think basketball, you think an old school basketball like centers. You think of George Mikan. Whether
Sure.
if you're a 2K player or not, I think George Mikan is always a popular choice to go top 10. Plus, it's always Lakers centers are usually good. So
Okay. I would go Patrick Ewing. I
or
wore I
10.
wore I wore Pat. You know what I mean? I'd probably put him up top in in the ranking. So I'd probably put him 8 or 9.
Okay. Yeah.
Uh, he was probably all time Knicks center. Um, coming from Jamaica to Georgetown. He'd definitely be in my top 10.
Right.
Who else would you put in your top 10?
Uh, his career's not over yet, but give me the Serbian,
Okay,
Nikola Jokic.
I would agree with that. I would agree with
Multiple
that.
time MVP, already an NBA champion and NBA Finals champion as well. He's already racking up the hardware, and he's had good seasons already. I think he deserves to be in the top 10 already.
Okay, I get that. All right. Uh Sorry for taking your guy, but I'd probably put Bill Russell in this one. Most talk about champion. He probably has the most championships from any center on this list, and he's definitely. I mean, are we actually doing a top 10 ranking, or are we just doing our top three?
I'm going off what you want.
Okay, I mean, I don't know. I'm just naming people. So yeah, your next term. I named Bill Russell. Who you got next?
I'm gonna put Patrick Ewing at 8.
Okay. Okay. So
Knicks legend did a lot. Uh, one of the best defenders, big man wise of all time. Hey, if Knicks legend, if you can't say Knicks is basketball without mentioning Patrick Ewing, so I'm gonna go Pat.
okay. Oh, I thought. Oh, I probably should have saved Russell to the top five.
Damn,
I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is.
it's tragic.
No, I mean, I wouldn't. I wouldn't. All right, sorry. I'll put Russell at 5. If I had to go 8, I'll go Robert Parrish, another Celtic center. He was there for their other championships. Who would you put at 7?
Let me go the Admiral, David Robinson, San Antonio Spurs legend, multiple championships, Defensive Player of the Year awards, triple doubles as well. I'm going with him.
I'd probably go Moses Malone here at 7.
I was gonna say I think it'll follow Mad Dog. Shaq, Moses Malone is better than Shaq.
No, I don't believe that.
No, that's a
But I mean,
Mad Dog from ESPN.
I do like Moses Malone. I think maybe he probably could be lower on this list, but I'm gonna put him at 7.
Gotcha. I have him at 6.
Okay, all right.
What
I have David Robinson at 6. I think his USA medals also playing into effect with his NBA championship helps this case.
Gotcha. At number 5, Will Chamberlain.
Okay,
Just
at number.
because, yes,
Okay, go ahead.
because we don't have any record of this 100-point game bullshit. We don't have a lot of records on Will Chamberlain actually.
At
So,
number 5, I'm gonna put the Serbian. I'm gonna go Jokic
Jokic.
at 5. Yeah, I
Ooh,
talked a lot of smack about him, but his multiple MVPs, topped off with his title run, all at the same time around his team, revolving around him, and a lot of people picking him to win again this year. I think his accolades are going to start to stack, so I'm going to put him in the top 5.
gotcha. So this is number 4, correct?
Yeah, 4.
Bill Russell,
Okay, gotcha.
Celtics legend. Pioneer and all. Rest in peace. So I'm gonna go with him.
Yeah, I got Bill Russell here too.
Nice. Number 3. It's tough because I have my 3 set, but it depends. The number 2 and number 3 always switch on me. But you know, with the fate of the universe on the line, death being pointed towards the earth, give me. You know what? Give me Shaq at 3.
Wow. Okay.
Shaq.
I'm gonna go. Wilt Chamberlain at 3.
Nice.
Thank you.
Number 2, Hakeem the Dream Olajuwon.
Wow.
Footwork amazing, the dream shake. He has the accolades, the championship. Uh, Honestly, I wouldn't be mad if you said Shaq second, Hakeem third. Those two could intertwine, but that's how I have it.
I kicked Hakeem off my list.
Why?
Not even on my list. I'm gonna go Shaq at number 2, and then I'm gonna put Kareem Abdul-Jabbar at number 1. I didn't even include the Dream because the Dream to me is more around the 7-8, the 7-8. So I'm just gonna say
Oh,
I'm
man.
just gonna say I didn't include him.
Yeah, we both have the same number 1. It's Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. He won on all facets of basketball, high school, college, NBA records, scoring records. He's number 2 right now, all scoring because of
They
LeBron
banned the
Thompson,
dunk when he was in college.
right? So
So
yeah, there's not a lot of people that has that center wise that has a resume to go up against Kareem. So that's why he stands alone at number 1.
I
But
know I
then
do think Shaq could have been that other center.
if he would have made free throws,
Yes, if he would have made 3 throws, he would have been that other center.
and if he was stayed in LA, oof.
When he realized it, like I think that's the saddest part about the Kobe Shaq interview is when they realized it was nobody's team. It was just time that they then like let go. You know what I mean? Because if he stayed in LA and like oh, that team grows and develops with the both of them is crazy.
Right. Also, I'm hurt. You don't have Elijah on your top 5.
Sorry, I
That's
don't.
hurtful.
I don't. I
That's
don't. I put the Serbian at 5, and I know it's a bad beat, but that's
Elijah one is easily
I
number
know.
2 for
Elijah
sure.
one should be realistically. I have him. I should have put him at 6. I was lollygagging on my top whatever. I really wasn't talking about doing that. I thought we were gonna do a top 10 together and then our personal top 3. But that's what I thought we were doing. But so that's why I left him off. But
Oh,
that's what I mean. It is what it is.
yeah. We can always do that in the future as well. Redo it. So hey, that's the pod. Um, I think we had some viewers come in, but they didn't say anything. So we had
Okay.
like about 4 or 5 people watching. But if you're watching, feel free to say what's up. Let us know how you're feeling about the NBA, or just say what's up. Let us know how you're doing tonight. If you're, we're thankful that you're tuning in, but let us feel that you're tuning in. Like how's your
Sure.
day, etc., etc. We want to interact with you guys. So that's been the Ball Central podcast. Before I head out, last words.
I'm excited to talk about fantasy football. Please tune into our next
Last.
podcast. No, I'm just our last fantasy football podcast, at least of 2023 into 2024 on Thursday. I can't wait.
It'll be our first. What do you mean?
I mean, the last time we're really going to talk about it. You know what I mean? Like fantasy, real.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
our
Yeah.
fantasy football wrap up.
Yeah.
'Cause
It's our
Elijah has
wrap
a
up
presentation for you. Apparently,
presentation. Why?
you didn't see it in the chat.
I saw you said that, and I was just like, okay, I wonder
Special.
what.
Ooh, where's my
I mean,
treatment, Elijah?
it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting. I can't wait to get that paycheck. You know what I'm saying?
You imagine just like fantasy basketball? Oh, we don't have.
Oh, definitely not. I swear to God, that'd be crazy because I definitely paid mine. I know. Is he raising it to $100? You think next year? It's expensive. I don't know.
Right.
I'm
Hey,
not
but
be able
we'll
to
see.
do it. Everyone's gonna be like, "No, John, run it back," and I'm be like, "Number one target." I don't know.
You have to be since you won. So for me, is that everything?
Yeah, that's everything for me. I think I might retire fantasy football. I might. I'm
First
joking.
off, I want to say I have 2 parts. First
Okay,
of
go
all,
ahead.
congrats, John. Maybe the
Thank
first
you.
one to congratulate in person. I know you had a long history in this league. You're one of the OGs, one of the founding members. I am
Thank you.
as one of them. Me, you, Shane, and Chris, I believe, and Akeem are the only ones left.
Yeah.
I believe, right?
Yeah. Yep.
So yeah, because I think Chris win?
I feel like he won one year. I feel like he won the year the Panthers went to the Super Bowl.
So yeah, so Shane won, Akeem won, Chris won, I won, and the only ones left of the OGs still in the league that hasn't won was
Me.
you, and now you know the feeling of winning. So I
Yeah.
just want to congratulate you into the. I just want to welcome you into a very prestigious club,
Thank
the
you.
Fates Football Champions Club. How's it
Thank you.
feel?
It feels good. It feels great. It's interesting. I feel a little bit different. I can't wait to get the belt or whatever the hell I have, so I
The
can
prophecy. I told you the
but
prophecy
I
this
need
year.
I need to put it behind me. You know what I mean? So like
The prophecy.
next to my brick.
I
You know
said
what
the
I'm saying?
prophecy this year.
What I was gonna win? Yeah. Thanks for not jinxing me. I appreciate that.
That's
I was
why I
so
didn't tell you the
nervous.
script.
What?
That's why I didn't tell you the script.
Oh,
I just sent
okay.
you the script. It was a good script. It was you winning.
Wow. Crazy. Yeah.
So I mean, also thank you, Elijah, for a good season. It was a
Yeah.
hell of a
Hell of a
season.
good season.
So
That was crazy.
also, hey, 2024, our first pod, 2024. I'm excited to see what we do this year for Ball Central. Whether it's content, whether it's opportunities, whether it's lives, etc., etc. Stay tuned for what we do next. We also posted some stuff on our socials, like where to find us, etc., etc. A new layout, everything. So hey, we're trying to switch the game up this year. We're trying to improve. We're trying to, most importantly, get to know our viewers better. So, like I said, interact with us more. Let us know how you're doing. If you think our takes are bad or funny or everything in between, let us know. We're here to not only have a place where we all can talk sports and laugh and tell jokes, etc., about our teams and everyone else's teams. But we're also here to interact with y'all. So I just wanted to say, let's have a good year, a good 2024.
Hell yeah.
So with that being said, from me and John and the rest of the Ball Central crew, it's been a live podcast. Thank you for tuning in. The audio will be live tomorrow, like around noon, on all the audio platforms, and you can just watch this back on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. And from us, we will see you next time. We'll see you Friday, uploaded on Baller Central. Deuces.
Peace.